Oh yeah, I was shit on this one.
Oh my god. Like you're a porn star now.
No, I don't like. No, this is fine.
Hello everybody, I'm Caroline.
And I'm Griff.
And in this video, we're bringing you 30 gameplay details about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Everything there is to know about the latest COD is in this video.
Yeah, we're talking about the new engine, the moral choices, the return of Spec Ops mode, and loads more. Remember to click that subscribe button to stay up to date on all our videos. Let's go dark. That was good.
Okay, first up, Modern Warfare runs on a brand new engine. The COD series has used the same core engine for nearly 14 years, albeit a very modified one. This was an engine that went as far back as helping to make Quake 3. With the new one, you're going to experience more detailed environments, volumetric lighting, flappy cloth physics, and ray tracing, but that last one's only on PC.
Number 2. Photogrammetry is another graphical technique new to COD. It's the process of using hundreds of cameras to scan actual environments into the game, so everything looks that little extra bit more real. Developer Infinity Ward has scanned in other stuff too, like armor, people, and an entire Russian tank.
Number 3. Continuing the photogrammetry thing, the corpses you'll see in the game were scanned in from real people, but don't worry, they were just playing dead. According to Infinity Ward, there was an in-house casting call for someone to dress up as a corpse and lie down in the scanner for hours, so they were basically paid to have a nap.
Number 4. Realistic world size. Since photogrammetry is making everything extra accurate in Modern Warfare, levels are now on a 1:1 scale. Whereas before, corridors and doorways were that extra bit wider to give enemy AI an easier time navigating wider spaces, here they adhere to real world dimensions. Gunfights are said to be more tense and methodical as a result.
Number 5. Fresh mocap. The reason the movements look so authentic in the trailer is because they're motion captured from actual Navy SEALs. These guys consulted on Modern Warfare, lending their expertise as well as their bodies, including all 4 limbs.
Number 6. One of the best moments of the trailer for me is this night vision sequence. One design team spent a year and a half perfecting the look of night vision in the game. Apparently, it uses what's known as spectral rendering, which delivers new look thermal heat radiation and infrared identification. Yeah, I don't really know what that means, but I know it appears to be very nice.
7. The official story blurb details how you'll take on the role of lethal Tier 1 operators. Now, you'll notice that's operators plural, suggesting you'll body swap in traditional COD fashion between several characters. One of them will probably die at some point. While it sounds like you're a Tier 1 operator throughout, you're said to be fighting alongside a diverse cast of international special forces.
Number 8. Infinity Ward has talked about how many missions you can expect. Speaking to PC Games N's Jordan, who sits next to the coffee machine in the office, Modern Warfare's campaign gameplay director Jacob Minkoff says, "We have about 3 very intimate missions, and 3 very wide open, strategically rich missions. That sounds like there'll only be 6 missions in the game, which doesn't sound much, but there's no confirmation of that at this point, so don't worry."
Number 9. One of these missions involves a London terror attack. In the game, it happens on October 20th, 2019, which is actually 5 days before the game's official release. Well, this is contemporary warfare after all. You'll fight in Piccadilly Circus and then later join a group of operators as they take out the terrorists in a 4-story townhouse.
You'll be using accurate breaching and clearing tactics to storm interiors in Modern Warfare. There's no more slow-mo. With levels on a 1:1 scale, fully mocap characters, and almost photoreal visuals, you'll definitely need to check your corners in this game, or you'll almost certainly be told off.
Number 11. Captain Price is back. The soldiers involved in that breach and clear are led by the mustachioed man himself. Price is the most iconic COD character, and in Modern Warfare, he's brought to life by a new actor, former Hollyoaks man Barry Sloan. The reason he's replacing former Price actor Billy Murray is because there's much more mocap work on Price this time around, and Billy Murray is 77 and very old.
We are leaving!
Number 12. You get Captain Price all to yourself in at least one mission that we know of. The devs have talked a bit about this. It's a sniper-based one where you're providing Overwatch support together. The environment is massive, there are multiple objectives, and you can achieve them in any way you want.
13. You will play as a kid. Another mission that's been detailed is the origin story of rebel fighter Farah, which is set 20 years in the past. Apparently, after her parents die at the hands of Russian soldiers, there's a terrifying section in which Farah must sneak around her house, find a pistol, and confront one of them. It's not clear yet if you'll be the one deciding whether to kill or spare the soldier, but I guess we'll wait and see.
14. Speaking of tough choices, Modern Warfare is full of them, and they're more organically blended into the game. There's actually a collateral damage score that ranks you after each mission. A system running behind the scenes will apparently determine whether or not, for instance, you shot a civilian on purpose. You're said to get rewards for higher scores, but so far these rewards are unknown.
15. There will be consequences for your actions. Going on a rampage will obviously give you a fail state, but if you accidentally shoot 1 or 2 civilians, you won't fail the level. Instead, squad mates react in disgust or shock. They'll remember what you did and even make remarks about it on later levels.
16. One of the villains Infinity Ward has detailed is a rogue Russian general. He's said to be inspired by the antagonist of Apocalypse Now, Colonel Kurtz. So that means he's gone a bit mad with power and also might have a bald head.
You're an errand boy, sent by grocery clerks.
The general hasn't got a name right now, so we shall simply call him Bad General.
Number 17. To ensure things are accurately and respectfully portrayed, everything from the soldier animations to the script has been meticulously researched. Consultants were brought on board from the SAS, CIA, and Navy SEALs. I reckon that would make for quite a motivational work environment.
Number 18. The inspirations for Modern Warfare are grounded war films like Sicario and American Sniper. Where the first Modern Warfare back in 07 was over the top and even a little tongue-in-cheek, this is way closer to reality, with plenty more to say about the nature of war.
Number 19. Some scenes that Infinity Ward deems to have crossed the line have been cut. Modern Warfare is of course still in development and what's going into it is changing all the time. What's included in the final game will be unflinching, but at the same time there's a difference between that and being needlessly, grotesquely brutal. Heavy stuff. Here's some Teletubbies.
Number 20. On the subject of realism, expect a complete overhaul of the game's audio. Guns for the game were all re-recorded. All the sounds are contextual too, always changing depending on whether you're in a tunnel or looking down sights or that sort of thing. Contextual audio is nothing new in shooters really, but it's something Infinity Ward is talking about, so let's just humor them for a bit. Wow, great job on that new thing there, guys!
Target down!
Number 21. The gun authenticity is just getting ridiculous now. Infinity Ward has said it's researched how dirt and grime and gunpowder look on weapons. It's even simulating that rainbow-like effect you get with oil when you've got oil on your gun. Yeah, I get that on my guns all the time.
22. COD games typically come with a season pass which rolls out new maps throughout the year. But Modern Warfare ditches that entirely, giving everyone post-launch content for free. This will hopefully keep the player base intact. A bit like tying a dog to a fence and feeding it treats.
Number 23. Another first for the series, cross-platform multiplayer. Modern Warfare will finally let you play multiplayer against other platforms, be it Xbox One, PS4 or PC. These days it's something the fans expect, nay, demand, and it's good to see the developers cave to these demands spectacularly.
24. Don't expect zombies in your COD. Now that's a sentence I did not expect to say today. The co-op survival horror mode introduced in 2008's World at War just wouldn't make sense in a game so heavily based on current events. You think you'd still take the game seriously if a guy came up to you looking like this?
25. So there's no zombies in Modern Warfare, but there is Spec Ops mode, which I actually prefer. Spec Ops mode is a series of single player and co-op challenges first introduced in 2009's Modern Warfare 2. We haven't seen it since Modern Warfare 3 8 years ago, so I am very glad it's returning. Along with the Juggernaut, who we also haven't seen for ages.
I'm the Juggernaut!
Number 26. One thing that makes Spec Ops better this time around is the unified narrative. Rather than turn it into an empty side mode with no relation to anything else in the game, the story carries between the campaign, Spec Ops, and multiplayer, so it should help make even the most hardcore nihilists feel like what they do matters.
Number 27. Multiplayer details are still under wraps, but we do know the game is keeping its operators. These classes won't have unique special abilities. Instead, they'll each come with their own backstory, dialogue, skins, and cosmetic customization options. I shall pick the operator with the kindest eyes.
Number 28. Here's exactly how the operators, well, operate. Each one has a themed operator skin, a weapon, and a cosmetic weapon variant. So Grinch, for example, has a full sniper ghillie suit as his operator skin, a bolt-action sniper rifle as his weapon, and for his weapon cosmetics, he's got additional netting and a suppressor.
Number 29. There are 3 digital editions to choose from. You've got Bog Standard Edition, that's our title, not theirs, and then you've got the 2 Operator Editions. The first Operator Edition comes with a custom in-game knife and 3 operators. The Operator Enhanced Edition is the same, but you get an additional 3,000 Call of Duty points.
Number 30. As for the physical editions, the expensive one with all the stuff in it contains the in-game knife and operators, just as the digital editions do, as well as a steelbook, some thumbsticks, and a controller skin. So that was all 30 of the gameplay details we know about Modern Warfare. It took a while, but we got there.
I've literally grown a beard in the time that took.
It's a bit purple there, dude.
Yeah, I didn't just draw it on in Sharpie. Anyway, if you like that video, subscribe to us here at PC Games Zen, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.